Hello and welcome back to the Daily Adam 22 YouTube channel thing that probably should have a name that we've been doing almost the entire month, but here it is. Guys, I got some fire for you. I got some conversations that went down between the artists Grimes and Azealia Banks, who I realize are probably not you guys' favorite rappers. I mean, it's not Smoke, Perp, and Russ, but when you read these texts, you are going to be really, really happy that you stuck around. But first, let's get into some diehard hip-hop fan news. And before we jump all the way in, I just got to remind you, smash the like button down below. That's how I know you're liking the videos. And make sure you drop a comment. It could be anything. Something you think about what's going on with these stories, or it could just be some thought that came into your mind. It could be your favorite word. It could be your favorite rapper that you want to see me interview. Doesn't matter. Just drop a comment down below. First story. It seems that PNB Rock has got himself into some trouble. Yeah, this story came out today. PNB Rock arrested on gun and drug charges. Let's see what they got him for. I guess he had this house out in Bensalem, Pennsylvania, which anyone who's not from Pennsylvania or that surrounding area has never been to. I've been there. But anyway, PNB Rock had a house out there, and out on the East Coast, things just aren't as simple as they are out here in California. You got weed, you got guns, they're coming for you. So basically, they raided this house that PNB Rock had, and they found $33,000 in cash, a stolen handgun, 4 pounds of weed, scales, and materials allegedly used to package weed, which they would then sell to customers. This sounds like pretty much any rapper's house that you've ever been to, like just having a couple pounds of weed, no big deal. Stolen gun, I guess that's kind of a big deal. $33,000 in cash, that's whatever. You might have to go to the Gucci store. PNB probably won't be locked up for long because I guess the bail has been set at $500,000, but they only have to pay 10% of that, so 50 grand and he'll be out of there. Unfortunately, we still live in this unfair world where rappers blow up and then continue to live in rural Pennsylvania, and then they get caught up with their wares, and then they have to do jail time or at least get locked up temporarily. I'm really hoping that PNB Rock is okay. If you want to watch some good content, you can go watch my interview with him from like 2 years ago. But yeah, best of luck to him with these charges. Next story, Suge Knight is locked up behind bars. Health ain't doing too good. Who knows how long he's gonna be around for, but his son is out there and he's talking shit. So Suge's son is saying that Tupac is back from Malaysia and he's actually in the studio working on new music. Now, should we be taking this seriously? I would say no. There's really no reason to take it seriously. It's obviously bullshit. Tupac was killed in 1996. There's absolutely no reason to believe any other version of events. It's really just a clout chasing thing. Let's be totally honest. It's just something that people know they can say and get some headlines. Anyway, this is obvious cap. I would not take this serious at all. Tupac is dead, unfortunately. Let's move on. Next story, YNW Melly. I was saying yesterday that he just dropped a video with Kanye West over on Lyrical Lemonade, which you should definitely check out. Well, he got locked up. You'll recall that we posted his mugshot maybe a week or so ago. Well, apparently it wasn't supposed to be a very long bid because it was said on Young Bands' Twitter, Melly's gonna be out in 5 days. And he actually said that on his own account too, probably handled by his manager or something like that. So very, very exciting that Melly's bid was not as long as some of us maybe would have thought it was. And again, his project, his album is dropping any day now. I guess it's dropping Thursday night. And I'm very, very excited for it. And we're going to be reviewing it right here on this platform. Tune in. Maybe we'll have a live stream on Thursday night talking about it. Should I do it again? Tell me what's really going on. We going to talk about Soulja Boy again because he's in the news. Fuck. That's why I can't rap. So basically, Soulja Boy, on the episode of Everyday Struggle that he went on with academics, he told him that on the new version of his console that Fortnite would actually be available. Now, that sounds like a long shot to anybody who's paying attention at all. Well, it would seem that Soulja Boy's claims are all cap. Epic Games senior PR manager Nick Chester explained why it wouldn't work. No, you can't play Fortnite on a rooted or jailbroken device due to an anti-cheat measure. So, if any of you out there are loyal practitioners of the Soulja game console, I would suggest to you that you might want to head out, get yourself a PlayStation, an Xbox, a Nintendo Switch, which, by the way, I'm going to be streaming some gaming later. Head on out, get one of those consoles, and maybe just forget about gaming on the Soulja console. Maybe don't forget about it, but maybe just take your time. And if you really want like a new school gaming experience like Fortnite, you might want to do it on your computer or one of the aforementioned consoles. Obviously, that's not the only Soulja Boy news. We covered when Casanova pulled up on Soulja Boy outside of a Sirius FM station, basically trying to start shit, saying that Soulja Boy was disrespecting some females. Well, there was a Instagram live conversation between the two of them posted in which they seem all buddy-buddy. Everything seems squashed. The problems are over. It's nice to see these two getting along and everything. I don't see any reason why there should be beef, but good to see them back in good standing. Oh, okay, one more wonderful Soulja Boy point. This girl, Mel, she tweeted, "Since Soulja Boy want to get brave and call out Ariana, let me prove a point. Who's more influential? RT for Ariana Grande, like for Soulja Boy." And as you can see, even in this screenshot, is 300,000 likes versus 5,400 retweets. I mean, this type of tweet, it's a classic, but it's usually done in this way to make a point, because obviously way more people are going to feel comfortable liking it than retweeting it, where you have to then spam it out to your fans and everything. So this was probably done with the intention of being a troll. I don't actually know anything about Mel or what she was going for here, but one thing is for sure, Soulja Boy is, as far as I'm concerned, much more influential than Ariana Grande. I don't even know what the argument would be. I mean, she's very famous and she's an important singer, I guess. She has a lot of fans, but I mean, Soulja Boy really had an enormous impact on the game. And obviously, we've spent the last week sort of reveling in exactly what that effect was. Soulja Boy has changed the game in countless ways, and he's very, very happy to remind you of those ways. So shout out to Soulja Boy. I wonder if we're gonna not talk about him this week. Is that possible? Is that likely? I don't know. All signs point to talking about Soulja some more, and I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, let's stop with the hard news for a moment. Let's take a look at some memes. The No Jumper Reddit is still going strong. We got 7,300 subscribers. Let's just take a quick look at some of the hit memes that are going on over there. Here's one. Rapper rapping. "I sell drugs, I got guns, I fuck bitches, and I shoot people. Police, you're under arrest." Rapper. This is kind of funny, just because of the fact a lot of times the peanut gallery on Twitter or whatever, they like to call you a rat or a snitch or an FBI informant or whatever, just because you're out here doing interviews. And it's kind of like, do you not realize that rappers really, in most of their lyrical content, are just snitching on themselves? I mean, not all of them, obviously, but many rappers are talking about committing crimes and doing all sorts of illegal things all the time. Like, you might even say that most rap songs include that kind of content. But then as an interviewer, if you try to bring up that lyrical content and ask questions about it, if you try to ask about, even something that's posted on Instagram, whatever, a lot of people react to that just by calling you a snitch. And it really doesn't make any sense. And it's not really worth arguing with these people over it or anything like that, because then you're just calling more attention to a stupid opinion. But yeah, that is a thing. So I approve of this meme. I think it's a good meme. Wow, this is such a dead meme. Push me to the edge, all my... Okay, so this meme has been dead and gone for quite some time now, but I kind of like that about the No Jumper Reddit, is that we're such a new Reddit and the meme culture has not really blossomed just yet. Something like this is in some ways acceptable, because this Reddit wasn't really around when this type of meme was really popping off on the internet. So shout out to this person for posting an old dead meme, but kind of, well, I wouldn't say making me laugh, but sort of amusing me in a weird way. Sort of a little throwback. I remember that a year and a half ago. Wow, the greatest anime crossover that everyone needs. A Pewds No Jumper. Is it possible? Well, he does follow me on Twitter. He's been following me for at least a year now. But yeah, obviously that would be a dream interview. Big PewDiePie fan. I watch him every day except yesterday, because he put out a 2-hour video and I don't really know what it was, but I didn't get the idea that I had 2 hours to spare on such a thing. I would love to talk to Pewds sometime. It'd be great just to meet him, but obviously an interview where you guys could watch it, that would be even better. So shout out to him. Let's just put this out into the universe. Another one bites the dust. Nice career moves, bro. Keep it up. Okay, I promise I'm not gonna actually draw out these Skinny from the Nine memes, but I gotta admit, this is pretty funny, and somebody should definitely create a Skinny from the Nine career watch website where we could just sort of see where he's at, man. Because I in the wake of him talking shit about me, I went and looked at his Instagram comments, and it's pretty amazing for somebody who has almost 800,000 followers. All his comments are people talking shit on him. I kind of feel bad, and that's why I'm gonna stop talking about this. All right, one more meme. Come on the wall, call it walnut. My bad, Lil Wayne had my phone. LOL. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw this, I laughed even before seeing the Lil Wayne part below. Just come on the wall, call it walnut. I don't know, that made me laugh. Maybe I'm immature, but I guess that's really what memes are all about. Shout out to this guy for making me laugh. Let's keep it moving. Let's shout out the No Jumper Reddit, and let's carry on with our deeds here. Okay, you ready for the best story of the day? Let's check out these text messages that leaked between Grimes and Azealia Banks, because this is fucking incredible. So for those who don't know, there was basically this big controversy that would take way too long to explain, where Azealia Banks and Grimes were hanging out. Grimes, as you maybe know, is dating Elon Musk, who owns Tesla, and they were just hanging out, and Elon Musk was in the apartment, and I don't know exactly what was going on, but he ended up tweeting something about taking Tesla private again at $420 a share, and there was a huge fallout where basically it was said that he was manipulating the opinion of investors by lying about the price of the shares that he was going to be going private at. Nobody goes private, by the way. It's like going public is the thing. So obviously it was a joke, but nobody really got the joke. Anyway, so Grimes and Azealia Banks, at a certain point after this whole incident, they ended up trading these text messages. Let's take a look. So over here on the right, we have Azealia Banks. She said, "I heard you got dumped, sis." Grimes says, "Congratulations, you win." Azealia Banks says, "So stop being a sore loser and stop spamming me, weirdo. You're going to get in trouble, sis." Grimes just responds, "Narc, narc, narc." Azealia then says, "You don't even have bone marrow, sis, lol." I don't know what that means. What is bone marrow? Like, I know what bone marrow is, but what is saying that you don't have bone marrow? What does that mean? Or a decent pair of lips. Grimes responds, "At least I'm not fat." Can we get like a hot photo of Azealia Banks here? Is she fat? Has she ever been fat? Because this to me is very weird. And also, this comment is going to get Grimes in a lot of heat with the body positivity movement. But let's continue reading. Azealia says, "Or hips, or ass, or tits, and you smell like a roll of nickels. You look like a little boy. You're not enough woman for a man like that, sis. You keep trying to provoke Paul. You're going to get Elon in more trouble. I suggest you cool it. Elon is way out of your league, sis. Only thing that should be afraid of you is the buffet." I like how Azealia is going for these like cutting barbs, just fully telling her that her boyfriend's out of her league, etc., etc. And all Grimes goes back to is calling her fat, which is like a weird argument that you couldn't really imagine that working. I don't really think Azealia Banks is dealing with body image issues, at least not when it comes to her weight. So Azealia Banks responds, "After all this, and he still wants to meet me. He wants me. I'm sexy, babe." Grimes responds, "Want some food?" Azealia Banks says, "Elon wants this fat pussy. You need an IV and a tan." She said, "Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean to make you feel bad." Azealia even said that she needs breast implants and lip fillers and a burger. Jesus Christ. Azealia then says, "You are a basic white woman. LOL. I am by nature superior to you, dear." Grimes tries to shut it down at this point, maybe gets the vibe that she's losing. "Good night." And then Azealia shoots back, "Good girl, back down exactly the way I knew you would. Don't hurt yourself, babe. Sleep tight." And then Grimes says, "Sweet narc dreams. Okay, you brittle-boned meth head. Narc." Just ends it with narc. What do I make of this argument? I don't know, because whatever their beef is, it doesn't seem like it's really being represented through these texts, because most of the texts are about calling each other fat or ugly or saying that they need breast implants, everything like that. I guess what's important is just to remember, like, me reading this just reminded me that even though Grimes is like a famous performer and that she's like woke in the public sphere, everybody sucks behind closed doors. And if you get into an argument with another celebrity, there's a good chance that if nobody knows about it, they're just going to be calling each other fat, which is really, really like below the type of discourse that I would imagine taking place between most people, especially somebody as famous as her and as front-facingly woke. I don't know. You guys got to let me know down below. Have I been able to make you care about this story? Because I think it's entertaining. I don't know if I did the best job presenting it, but to me, this is just so funny that I had to at least try to get you guys to give a shit. Okay, do I have you guys' permission to talk about some more normie shit? Because I'm gonna do it either way. Last night I came home and I watched the Netflix Fyre Festival documentary, and it's pretty incredible. I haven't watched the Hulu one yet. I'm gonna watch it, but it's pretty incredible regardless of how you look at it. But there's one part that really stood out to me. This guy tells a story. I don't even know if I should just spoil it, but I'm just gonna say it. This guy tells a story about how he almost sucked dick for bottled water at Fyre Festival. I mean, he was working for them. What I just said makes it sound different than it actually was. But he was working for him, and they were importing water, and there was a $175,000 like tax that was due on this water, and he was going to give head so that they wouldn't have to pay that tax. Which just raises so many questions in my head. Like, does this guy give $175,000 blowjobs? I don't know. Either way, I really suggest you check it out. And I'm going to tie this in. You see? I'm going to tie it into something rap related. Look at this. Currency. Hilarious tweet. I got it all from selling Fyre Fest cabana packages. If you don't get it, watch the documentary. And if you still don't get it, then you're stupid. Also, Currency. Let's do an interview, maybe. Does he watch these? Probably not, but that would be a good interview. Okay, almost getting done here. Let's cover a couple more little things. Number one, it seems that J. Cole might be getting back into the album mode. He has cleared out his Instagram. He's back on Instagram, and he's getting involved. It seems like J. Cole is ready to drop some new stuff. He's dropped a couple of fire verses on other people's projects at 21, Moneybag Yo, and it seems that after the Dreamville lock-in, which just took place, in which he invited like a ton of influential rappers, producers, media people, etc. He had this whole big thing, and it seems like maybe some of that stuff, I don't know if it's going to be a separate project, and then there's the J. Cole album, or if there's going to be any kind of overlap at all, but I guess we will find out soon. Either way, J. Cole, new album. Good. Okay, and this might just be the final story. ZillaKami and Sos Mula, who I did an interview with a while back. I can see it in the recommended videos right now. It has 560,000 views. As you might know, they just dropped their City Morgue project, which you should definitely check out. They have a new song, new video up on WorldStar. It's called Nitro Cell. It includes some stuff that you are kind of used to seeing from them, like, you know, people doing hard drugs, smoking meth, whatever the hell that was in the beginning. But there's also a pizza cut out into a pentagram. So good stuff. I like the song. There's definitely some nice booties going on, and they were nice enough to not show the face, so I get to have that fantasy in my head that the face was good and not just the booty. No offense, ladies. I don't know if I know you or anything. But yeah, ZillaKami, Sos Mula, Nitro Cell. Definitely go check that out. Okay, guys. Hope you had a good time. I'm going to be streaming all this week, doing lots of interviews and everything, so make sure you subscribe to the No Jumper channel as well as this one. We are at 825,000 subscribers or so the million is creeping up fast. Thanks to everybody who watched this. No Jumper, Adam22. Drop a comment, drop a like. We love you. Bye.